Well, hello.
Well, hello. Bambini.
And Marty says hello.
Bambini.
He's looking at the camera. Yeah, look at him.
Okay. All right, if you say so.
He's like, look, it's me.
How's everybody doing out there? We got, just 7 people, but there's a lot of people in the chat. Or
Yeah.
been in the chat. They've been present in the chat. Is my microphone on?
Oh, no. There you go.
I bet that's a lot better.
All right, let's say hi to some people.
Okay.
We've got King Viper Jeff here.
Hello.
Hello. And Cruise Nuts.
Hello.
Hey there. And there's Michael Ann. Hello, Michael Ann.
Michael Ann.
And it says, hi, Kimber and Matt, and everyone else just stopping in to say hi. Day 7 of our 14-day cruise. Having an awesome time.
Halfway through. Pretty cool.
And then we have Les here saying good evening all. Hope all is well this Friday evening. Can't wait. Just 22 days.
Woo.
And we're off to Jamaica, Aruba, Curacao, Barbados, Antigua, St. Martin, and Baltimore.
The last one's surprising, but yeah.
Nice.
Jamaica, Aruba. Ooh, I'm gonna go to Curacao.
Stacy says hello.
Hello, Stacy. And hello, Gina.
That's not there yet.
I know, but I saw it.
Okay.
I was spoiling.
And Les says, Kimber and Matt, what adventure are you on? That's not what that says. What adventures are on the schedule for this weekend?
Not a lot.
Let me finish saying all the highs, and then...
We don't have anything super exciting planned.
I just don't want to miss anyone. And Ed says, Anita says hi too.
Hello, Anita.
Hello. And Gina says hi too.
Hello, Gina. See, I told you.
And Les says, Matt, what kind of bird is in your thumbnail? Matt doesn't know because I put it on there.
I didn't see the thumbnail.
It's a great blue heron.
Oh. It's a great blue heron, Les.
And, I missed one.
JT.
Sorry. Hey there, Sharon.
Hey, hello, guys.
And stop eating my hair.
I'm not eating your hair. Hello, JT.
Hey, JT.
And Jen, if Jen's there.
And.
Hello, Mom.
I feel like, there's some hi Martys. I missed those. Everybody saying hi to you, Marty. Let's see. It's a repositioning cruise from Tampa to Baltimore. Okay, I think we caught up. What's our plans this weekend?
Tomorrow I'm working more on the skink habitat, which you guys don't probably know too much about, but I've been working hard at this thing. I've been taking pictures, not video, but it's coming along. It's going to be cool when it's done. And then we're going to go to the meadery, and we're going to drink some of those strawberry meads.
And I'm going to work on my D&D game.
She's working on the D&D game, and then Sunday, we're going to Orlando to see a guy named Seth Andrews do a little talk at Free Thought, not convention, just a meetup. Yep. I guess meeting, we'll go with that. And that's all we got. Nothing too exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see Seth Andrews, but
I got up to get a drink, and I grabbed Marty and came back and sat down.
We have some food for Marty. I don't think he should eat all of this, but
but we should also probably do that before he falls asleep.
Well, he may not fall asleep if he's got food motivation. Look, he's already
ready.
He's already ready. Let's see if we can rouse the beast with a little strawberries, little Plant City strawberries. Oh, look at that, Marty. Oh, yes, it's very popular with Marty. He's going to rub it on Mom's neck for the full vampire effect.
He's eating my hair.
So strawberries not good if he eats too much, just like,
eating my hair.
It's like sugar.
You don't need the hair.
Okay. Do you want another piece, Marty?
JT says, back home for good, no more over the road.
Oh. Crash, boom, bang. You dropped your strawberry. Oh. Okay, Marty. That's my finger. Stop eating my finger, Marty.
There we go.
Bleh.
Les says Marty went to the strawberry festival.
Yeah.
These are actually public strawberries.
Yes, but they're from Plant City. Like it says on the container.
Well, yes, they are, but they're not from the strawberry festival. They're from the Publix.
He is looking at your ear like it is a potato.
It is not.
Yes, Stacy, I do have absinthe. I've got absinthe, fresh squeezed lime, and some ginger ale in here. It's quite lovely. I'm going to be absinthe minded. Oh, you did better with that one.
Listen to him.
I don't know if the microphone's probably not picking up.
Well, it's right in my ear.
The lovely sounds of Marty eating strawberries.
JT said, not from Berry Barn. Nope, Berry Barn's always closed by the time we get there.
Yeah. And Publix, we were at Publix and it's buy one, get one free. So we're like, we got strawberries for us and for the lizards, but yeah. So I had some strawberry shortcake, but these are good.
I think that's enough.
They're like the good red all the way through.
Yeah. I don't think you should have any more.
No?
I don't want to overdo it. You want him to have more?
I mean, it's Friday
fine,
night.
Give him more.
There's not a lot left.
Okay, fine. He wants more. Look at him looking at you.
I'll eat this big piece. But then there's 3 little pieces.
Okay.
These are so small. I got to figure out how to feed him this without him eating my hand. Yep, get it.
Did he get it?
He got it. It looks like he has lips right now because he's got it like in the front of his face. What are you doing? Eat it. Good Lord.
He's playing with his food.
Yeah.
JT says Publix strawberries are pretty good.
I mean, they're from some farm in Plant City.
Yeah, I mean, they're from Plant
City. Says it on the box.
You're going to get your finger.
Yeah, he is. Oh, no. Ow. Oh, big mouth. What are you doing, lizard? How would you survive in Australia in the outback? He's like, well, they'd serve me bread, and then I'd have a nice juicy steak, maybe a blooming onion. There's only one piece left, Marty. There's only one piece left. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in my mouth, and we're going to have
you're not.
No, we're not going to do
that. Sharon says, he's so cute. He is wonderful. Ah.
Every time with you.
You know, my shirt's supposed to be green, and now it's red.
Well, it's Christmassy now.
Well, it's supposed to be St. Patty's. Did he eat it? All good?
Yeah.
Thanks for making a mess on me, Marty.
What he does.
Stacey
At least that mess came out of his mouth.
Marty has lipstick.
He's getting all fancied up for Friday night.
And Les said, remind me again, how big will Marty get?
3-4 feet. No. About like that there. Head about like that there. Yeah, he's still a little one. A little one.
Yeah.
Now you can go to sleep, Marty.
Now he's got a belly full of strawberries.
Now he's like, first I'm going to have a poo on Mom's shoulder.
Please don't do that.
He does not mess around when it comes to pooing.
No, he's real good at it.
No.
But he did poo today, so hopefully he doesn't poo again. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it in there.
Yeah. It's a little poo, but he did poo.
Good job. Good job, buddy. Yeah. Anyway, so how's everybody doing? Anybody have big plans for this weekend since we don't? He looks like he's like you, JT.
Yeah, 8:30 is when the lights go off.
Yeah.
So
usually he's like ready to
it actually was 7:50, but the last couple of Fridays he was asleep before the lights went off, so I changed it to 8:30 so that his lights don't go off so I can get him out. Because he loves to go live. What are you looking at? The camera's on this side, Marty. Hey. There you go. Let's see.
Paul. Hey, Paul.
Good
Bombi.
evening.
How are you? Say hi to the missus.
Strawberry all over my shirt.
Oh, Marty.
I'm blaming you.
I didn't drop it out of my mouth this time.
Let's see. Stacy says no plans for us.
Hmm.
Les says we're staying home and enjoying the pollen. And
Yeah, this is the first year that we've been together that we've had a garage, which has been nice because our car is still yellow, but not nearly as yellow as it would have been in years past.
Yeah.
We got a new tire today. That was fun and really expensive. Tires cost lots of money. And we had to wait like two hours to get that tire installed. It was actually a little over.
A little over too.
It was ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Did you see him?
He's in crash position.
He stretched the legs and laid down the head.
Yeah, this is Marty going to sleep pose right there, because this is not how the lizard sits normally.
Isn't that funny?
He's like, okay.
Good night.
He'd probably do that if we watch TV. He'd probably just snooze on you.
Yeah, but when I put him on my lap, he runs.
Yeah, but not at this time of night.
That's true.
Yeah.
I want to make him, well, I said it, I think last time, I want to make like a little cruise ship sized bed for him. But I got to get a 3D printer to work. I'm still failing. Let's see. Where else are we?
My mom's doing a soup supper at church. Okay. JT says, I can't help it when I have to be up around 1:30 to make a delivery. Yeah, that makes sense. Cruising Sen says, poker night tomorrow night with the kids. Other than that, not much going on. All right, that's good. Kid time. Marty coma. Yes, Marty's in a coma. Strawberry coma. What happened to...
Do I need to put it on the screen so you can read it?
Yeah, what happened to make you but one tire?
Buy
one tire. Oh, a shard of metal. That's what. It was an ordeal.
It's taken an entire week.
It has. We found out Monday. Well, we knew it was like a slow leak in the tire, like a really slow leak. And we took the car in for like just regular maintenance. And we were like, hey, look at this tire. And they were like, here, there's a big piece of metal in it. We can't patch it because we're a dealership, but somebody else might. So we took it to somebody else, and they were extremely incompetent. And then at the end of the day, said they couldn't patch it. So we took it back to the dealer to get a tire. And it was a little more expensive than the other place, but not that much. And we felt like they were competent, and
now we have a matching tire.
The tires match. So I guess that's just, just how it goes.
Right, Matt, I'm going to turn this AC off until you tell me that you're too hot. And then I'll make a choice.
Okay. You know what I found out? So I was researching this drink. I mean, I make this drink, but not always with the lime juice. So I have the limes, and I was like, oh, what's the ratio, whatnot. And I came across that people mix absinthe and root beer. It's called
We have root beer.
I know, but I had never heard of anybody doing that until it's called the root of all evil. Is that drink?
I think he's looking at your drink.
So I may have to try one of those too.
Marty was sleeping until you started flinging your drink around.
He'll probably lick it, but he can't actually have absinthe. I won't allow that.
Dripping all over me
it's
too.
Just water.
I know, but it's cold.
It's condensation. Condensation. So yeah.
Marty's been shedding this week.
Yeah. Our mantises are growing. We're not going to get them out because you saw it happen last time. So, but they're like, some of them are like this big. Here, I'll scale. They're like this big now. So another molt or maybe two, and we'll bring them out.
Michael Ann said absinthe and root beer. Gross. I agree. I don't think that would be very good.
I don't know. I like both those things separately. So apparently somebody said it, and then everybody was like, oh, yeah, that's really good. So, I mean, these are my people that like absinthe. So, if you like black licorice, you're in a different group of humans right there. So.
What you looking at, bud?
He's looking at your strawberry stain on your shirt now, and he's
thanks
like,
for pointing that out.
Oh, maybe I'll eat that. It's green. I like to eat green things.
I'm wearing green because Sunday is St. Patty's Day.
Oh yeah, Sunday is St. Patty's Day.
And you won't see me on Sunday, so.
I'll see you on Sunday.
Well, yeah, but they won't.
Oh, true.
Unless they watch this on Sunday. And then my shirt will be appropriate.
Yeah.
Les says, after the warranty is out, we buy our tires from Discount Tire. If they can't fix, they replace free of charge for a certain amount of time.
Yeah. It's probably what we should have done.
Yeah.
But we were just like, we just want a new freaking tire. Like, we literally dropped our car off at 7 a.m. Wednesday. And
didn't hear back until, what, 3:30?
Yeah. So.
We had a 7 a.m. appointment.
We encountered lots of incompetence. And, yeah. So.
Michael Ann says, my son got very drunk and very sick on absinthe after prom. Can't stand the smell of it now.
Oh, well, I mean, that's peppermint schnapps for me from when I was like very young.
Yeah. Vodka and cranberry for me. I won't drink that.
No,
Nope.
I wouldn't drink that either. I don't like either one of those things.
I don't either. I didn't like it before, but I had a night where I drank a few, and I won't do it anymore.
So let's talk about cruising.
Oh, we don't have one?
We have no cruises booked. Yeah, we got nothing booked. So if you guys have, I know some of you have, well, I don't know. People had stuff booked, and now they've either come back or they are on them now. The Roddies are, if you were in here from the beginning, halfway through their 14-night cruise, which is pretty exciting. I know JT and Jen have one coming up in a couple weeks on the Viva, so that's exciting. So we do have some people getting ready to cruise.
Todd and Patty just got back from their.
Oh yeah, we got to meet up with them on what was that? Sunday night and have dinner. That was fun. Todd and Patty, of course, we've met before.
Stop eating my hair.
But they also had their kids with them, and they were just like Todd and Patty, just very nice people. So that was a very pleasant experience.
Lay down. Put your head down.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, JT says Jim Beam Apple. I think that's his cranberry and vodka. Yeah. And they're leaving on March 30th from San Juan to get on the Viva. They're leaving for San Juan on March 30th to get on the Viva. They're not getting on the Viva the same day. They're getting on the Viva like a day or two.
Michael Ann has 219 days.
219 days.
Till she's on the Helping Hands for Cruising cruise on the Carnival Breeze.
Is that that's the rock and roll cruise?
King Viper Jeff just got back Sunday from the Horizon.
Or is that a different cruise? The rock and roll cruise is in 2025. So maybe that's when is that
219? Is
October
that the Down Under one?
No, Rock and Roll Cruise is the one leaving out of New Orleans, I think.
I said Down Under. That's.
Oh, maybe on the.
Oh, it's Amy's group cruise. So that's the one in October.
Yeah, Amy's.
Okay, that's the one that Sharon is on also.
Yeah.
Stacy has 169 days till their group cruise.
Nice.
Cruise Nuts 6 weeks for Cozumel. Fly in direct 8 days. So land vacation.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cruise Nuts. That's an intriguing proposition. I've often thought about doing a Cozumel trip by air. That I think would be fun. That's kind of where I know this is a little like cruise people, but like I kind of like want to do some not cruise vacations. I know we got Australia, but like because I want to go to Bimini, I'd kind of like to go to like Cayman or Cozumel would be good because there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Cozumel would be good.
There's a lot of stuff that I would like to have more time for in Cozumel. Yeah, of course, any of the ABCs. But like Cayman ABCs are more expensive. I think Cozumel you can do more economically.
Yeah.
Bimini is expensive too, but you can get there quickly.
I'd like to go spend some time on Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Puerto Rico would be cool, but I think it's kind of pricey too. Well, it depends probably on what part of Puerto Rico you do and stuff. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you ever feel like you want to do a not cruise vacation to some of these ports? That's kind of where I'm at. Because I want more time.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to like be worried about. I got to be back on board. I got to be back on board. I don't know. Yeah. Rock and Roll is November 2025. Yep, on Norwegian Joy. That one's the one leaving out of Nolans, right?
No, it's
No?
Canaveral.
Oh, that's Canaveral.
Yeah.
Nolans is Amy's.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I can't.
There's too many cruises.
I can't keep up.
I can't remember all this stuff.
Uh,
All-inclusive Cancun is fun. But if you do an all-inclusive in Cancun, do you actually leave the all-inclusive resort? Or do you just stay there? Because I would be okay with the all-inclusive, but especially if it's good price and not have to worry about like food and stuff like that. But like I want to like go out and about in Cancun and Cozumel. Amy's is Galveston. Okay. There's one in New Orleans though, right?
I don't know. I think you just keep saying that.
I just want it to be in New Orleans.
Let's see.
Something's going on in New Orleans.
Where are we at here? We've skipped around. We've got 317 days until back-to-back.
Nice.
JT is thinking about changing the March 2026 on the Mardi Gras to another ABC cruise.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sharon says an all-inclusive Cancun is fun.
Cool.
Stacy likes being on the ship.
Stacy's like, no, I'll take the ship.
Mike Land says not one of the ports, but want to go back to a resort I went to in Cuba in 2019.
Yeah, so there's a reptile channel that we watch, and it's based out of Canada, and so Canadians are allowed to go to Cuba. So the guy is in Cuba right now, like visiting, and I'm like, oh, yeah. I want to go to Cuba and visit without any, like, one, being able to actually do that, and then two, being able to do that and like go do things because he could do that. That's pretty awesome.
All right. CruiseNet says you guys need to check out Isla Mujeres, Mexico. You guys need to check out the hidden gem island.
Okay. When we were in Belize, that little island in Belize was so flipping cool that we stopped at. It was like, I don't remember what it's called now, but it was like this little tiny island village, and you could probably stay there really cheap. And it was really neat. It was like a real getaway. Like there's no cars on this island except maybe like a couple emergency vehicles, but like normal like citizens and vacationers they drive golf carts or like they walk or it's bicycles, which I think is awesome. So.
Stacy or JT agrees with Stacy.
Like the ship.
Okay. Yeah. The island isn't all inclusive, but you can explore the island.
Okay. Yeah.
Les says would love to go to Australia, but afraid of our age. It's a really long flight, so afraid it's probably not going to happen. I mean,
I don't know.
Really want it to happen.
I don't know how rough the flights are.
Yeah.
I know, like we want to go. Obviously, I know my mom and stepdad Joe want to go really bad as well.
Les says they did Cuba in 2018 and loved it.
I missed it. I missed the window. But I think like when we were able to go, like you could only do like cultural experiences. Like you couldn't do like any of the wildlife stuff. Which I mean, I'm down with the cultural experiences, but like there's some animals in Cuba that I really like that are only in Cuba that I would really like to see in person. Michael Ann says, I loved Cuba. Our trip resort was all inclusive, including food, drinks. Only extra I paid was one excursion and souvenirs. Well, that sounds dandy. On our all inclusive, we went to I don't know how to pronounce it.
It says-
Shell, huh? That XA is pronounced shell? Interesting.
Hmm.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Like if I went to Cancun on all inclusive, like I wonder if I could get like a more extensive whale shark experience that wouldn't be so bound by time.
Yeah, probably.
And spend more time in the water with them. That'd be flipping cool. And more scuba diving, night dive. I want to do a night dive in Cozumel. That's the thing. You can't do night dives on cruises.
Right.
And night dives are awesome. You can see animals that you don't see during the day on night dives, like octopus and different species of squid. And
what did we see on our night dive? We saw a shark.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a sea turtle.
We saw parrotfish sleeping.
We saw lots of parrotfish. We saw some lobsters, didn't we?
Yep. But there's like species of octopus that you don't.
Yeah.
There's only one octopus species that's normally out during the day in the Caribbean, which is cool. I'm happy to see that species, but there are other species that you tend to see at night. So, but you wouldn't see them during the day unless something really strange was happening, which is very unlikely. Yeah. They said snorkeling at Shellha, it sounds like. That's
cool.
Pretty cool, yeah.
I do like to snorkel.
And that place, Xcaret, is really cool. And like you don't have time to really do it if you're just there on an excursion because it's like a lot to do there. Man, have you ever experienced bioluminescence at night? So Les, I have. When I was 15 and I went to the Florida Keys to go diving, we did a night dive and they told us ahead of time, hey, we're going to get to this spot and we're going to have everybody kneel in the sand. We weren't on the reef. And we're going to have you turn off your lights, your dive lights, and wave your arms around. And that's what we did. And when we did that, it was like the whole like water around us just lit up. It was real cool. And then in the boat wake, you could see where the water was being stirred up. You could see the bioluminescence as well. So I have seen it in those two instances, but not since I was 15. So that was a minute ago. I'd like to see it again. There, I know you can see it over on the like Canaveral at the right time of year because it's basically plankton that does that typically. I mean, there's other bioluminescent things in the water, but the stuff that usually, and so it's somewhat seasonal and then somewhat dependent on weather as well as to how much hilarious. Better to stay in Isla Mujeres, Mexico to go whale shark excursions from there. I don't know where that is in Mexico, but I know Cancun is where I went. But is that on the West Coast?
I think it's on. They do it on the other coast too.
And I think it's more conveniently located on the West Coast of Mexico. I know the best place to do it is like over in the I think Indo-Pacific or something. That's where it's like really convenient to do it, but that's a much further place to get to.
Michael says lots of brown and blue and green anoles climbing all over the place, including our balcony.
And those were possibly not invasives in Cuba. Yeah. There are several species of anole.
Cuban anole.
Cuban anoles, but there's several different species
Cuban
of anole in Cuba. Yeah, Cuban which is an anole. Anole, really, if you're saying it in the proper Spanish dialect, it'd be anole.
Marty, why is your head so far up in the air?
He's looking. He's trying to keep himself awake.
Is he?
Yeah. That's what he's doing. He's like, Isla Mujeres. Why can't I say that? Mujeres. Mexico is north. Oh, it's north of Cancun. It is an island 12 miles northwest of Cancun. Well, that makes sense that's where the whale sharks will be. That's cool. That makes it more appealing to me because it's easier to get to. That I will look into that, Cruise Nuts. Thank you for that tip. That sounds amazing.
There it is. It's this little island right here.
Yeah, and I mean, like that's kind of what we did when we did our whale shark thing. Is we went up to Cancun and then went out quite a ways. So that would probably make sense. So that would be a better place to do that from. Michael Ann says it was also cool in Miami outside our hotel to see lots of tiny lizards scooting about. Yes, I agree, Michael Ann, that is cool. Unfortunately, most of those lizards you saw are not native to Florida, but still cool. Still cool. Okay, I'm uninformed. What is anoles? Anoles, Les. Anoles, most people just say anoles. I usually say anoles, but those are the little brown lizards that we see everywhere in Florida. Those are actually not native to Florida. There is a green anole lizard that is native to Florida that you may still see depending on where you're at. We saw several of them at Paynes Prairie. Yeah, but there's a bunch of different species of anole lizards and quite a few. Only in Florida, we only have one native species, and then there's a few invasives, but the ones all over Florida are the brown anoles, but which might be from Cuba. They're from the Caribbean islands. But then if you go throughout the Caribbean, Central America, South America, there's like a bunch of different species. They're lizards, though. I probably should have started with that. Probably should have. I apologize.
JT's telling me to watch my ear because Marty's gonna get it. I don't think so.
Marty is asleep.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
You woke him up?
Well, he is struggling. He is struggling. He is really struggling.
So you fly into Cancun and take a ferry.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
That sounds really good, actually.
Hey there, Captain
Sounds
Billy.
really good. Are there reefs that you can dive and snorkel on from the shore, or do you have to take boats? That's my next question. May 15th starts whale shark season in Mexico. Yes, because they're only there in a high enough numbers that you are likely to see them in part of the year. Seen a huge iguana when we were in Aruba, just wandering around. So the good news is, Michael Ann, that as much as I love green iguanas, they are in many places where you see them, they are a non-native invasive species that causes a lot of damage to the native ecosystems. However, they are native to Aruba and Bonaire and Curacao. So if you see them there, that's where they are supposed to be. So it's extra cool to see them there.
You know, as Marty gets bigger, I'm gonna have to start wearing shoulder pads.
Why?
So he'll fit.
Still fit. He will. They can. Right now, he can fit on a little branch.
I know, but what I'm saying is like he's comfortably fitting on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start getting shoulder pads, and the bigger he gets, the longer my shoulder pads are gonna have to be.
Yeah.
To make him.
He'll work it out. He'll work it out. Did we say hi to Captain Billy? We did, right?
I did.
Well, hello, Captain Billy. Yeah, I think I heard you say it, and then I couldn't remember if I did. Stacy says we learned that they eat iguanas in St. Martin. Yeah, iguana is a food source. They are farmed as a food source in quite a few places, actually. You know that song? I wish I was in Tijuana eating barbecued iguana. Yeah, that's a real thing. Tastes like chicken, I'm told. I don't
know. Let's see. Michael Ann says, I'd love to go back to Aruba and Bonaire.
Aruba and Bonaire are nice.
Yeah.
So nice, so nice. You can get the I gotta learn how to say these Mayan words. Zelha Excrat package in Cancun. Yes, I know there's like a lot of packages you can do with the Excrat parks. There's like a couple parks. Excrat's one of them, but there's like other. But Excrat's the one I like because it's like animals and culture, and then the other ones are more like zip lines and stuff, I think. But I really liked Excrat when I was there. Very briefly. Matt, you know that Kimbra is still waiting for you to get her that drink. Are you?
I mean, if you get me one, I won't complain.
Right. Well, I mean, my well has run dry. So I might have to try that root beer and absinthe drink. See how that goes.
Oh, Cruznet says, I think you might have offended Marty by saying barbecue iguana.
I mean, he's an agamid, so he's okay with that.
Marty was just admiring the beautiful background.
That's right. Yes, he was. Do you like the background, Marty?
Oh, Sharon says has to go. All right. Thank you for joining us, Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon. What drink do you want, darling?
Soda pop.
Oh, that's it? Just soda? What do you want, Coke or?
If we have enough Cokes, I'd like a Coke.
I mean, I think if we have any, then I would give it to you. I mean,
I don't want to drink all your
pardon
Coke.
the boxers.
Oh, hey there, Larry. Oh, Larry, what are you cooking for dinner?
I don't know if you can hear me, Larry, but I didn't disappear. She didn't kill me. I'm just getting her a drink and me a drink.
Miss Matt's going to talk to you from the other room. And make loud
That's the ice going
noises.
right there.
I'm continue to talk to you, but every time I start to talk, Matt makes a lot of noise.
Oh no, there's only one root beer left.
Well, I think he's going to try the absinthe and root beer. And I'm not nearly as exciting as Matt because he talks through the whole thing, and
Yes, but you're much better looking.
it's actually Marty. Marty's the best looking here. Check zero. Gotta love it. Oh, okay, let's see. Les says, good job, Matt. Now you keep it up and you will make 58 years like us. I don't know if he'll make 58 more years.
Wow.
I'm just saying that that's a big number.
Okay, that's great. There's my absinthe. Here's my root beer. It's going in. It's not a pretty color.
No, it's not. That looks disgusting.
I mean, the root beer is just going to take over the color.
It says beauty hierarchy. Kimbra, then Marty, then Matt.
True.
FYI, Billy, Marty is Mardi Gras, Mardi. It's okay. I won't be angry, but for the future, you spelled it wrong.
Did you say free the future?
For the future.
Oh.
Ooh, Larry's making bruschetta.
Bruschetta?
And if I like tomatoes, I would say yum. But I like the bread part.
This is really good. It tastes like those old-fashioned root beer candies.
Oh, interesting. Like a little barrel.
Yeah, doesn't it?
It sure does.
It's actually quite delightful. I'm a fan.
What's that for, JT? What did I say?
I don't want to dilute it too much.
Interesting. Marty's got his head way up, way up. Put your head down, bud. There you go.
Cheesy bread.
Oh, I love cheesy bread.
Looks like swamp water. I mean, I do like me a good swamp, so.
Now it looks more like root beer.
It just looks like root beer.
Yeah, it's taking the grain away.
It's like root beer. It literally, this, if you like those little root beer barrel candies, that's exactly what this tastes like now. Something about the absinthe made it taste like candy.
JT, I had cheesy breadsticks last night for dinner.
She did.
Let's see. Larry says, Ananda stopped what she was doing just to come see Marty. She loves Marty. He makes a great earring.
Yeah. Hanging off your ear.
Yeah. Does the root beer take away the black licorice flavor? No.
But it kind of masks it. Like, I don't get a strong licorice flavor from this drink.
I do.
Do you?
I mean, not strong, but it's there.
No, but I like, if you gave me this without knowing absinthe was in it, I'm not sure I would. I'm not sure I would key out the black licorice. It just makes it taste like old fashioned or something.
Paul says Kimber needs a drink. I got a soda pop.
That's what she wanted. I give the girl what she wants, you know.
JT says cheesy bread and mac and cheese. Yeah, that's all I need. And a corn dog. Throw in a corn dog, and I've got everything I really need. I'm
not even important.
Captain Billy says, sorry, Marty, not Marty.
It's all right because Captain, I'll let you know a little secret. Marty can't read, so it's okay.
He's also like refusing to look at the screen tonight. He keeps just looking back there or at my ear. Let's see. I had a turkey sandwich in my tractor for dinner in Jacksonville last night.
Nothing about that sounds good.
Larry says, no absence for me, thanks.
I don't knock it till you try it, Larry. I'll turn you into another absent-minded person.
Matt, Marty, a soda, and a corn dog. Cheesy bread and mac and cheese.
She didn't say Matt, though. So.
No, I like Matt too.
Oh, okay. Matt too, or Matthew, or Matt?
Like that too. Matt too. It's a Star Wars thing. We should go back to Disney.
I was just thinking that when, I was like, oh, we haven't been to Disney in a few weeks.
Well, we've got blackout for a couple weeks because of spring break.
Yeah, we don't want to go during spring break because that'd be miserable.
We also can't.
Miserable.
Oh man, I do want a corn dog. Les says, if we eat just one potato on Sunday for St. Patrick's Day, is that a celebration?
What?
Is a potato a St. Patrick's thing?
Potatoes, Ireland. Potatoes? Oh, we need a history lesson. Potato famine? Irish history? Oh,
no, I know that potatoes are in Idaho.
There was a potato famine in Ireland. That's one of the reasons why many Irish people immigrated to the United States.
Because people wanted potatoes?
Because there was like, I think something happened to the potatoes.
Oh.
I think.
I'm apparently not cultured.
But like shepherd's pie, potatoes.
And they couldn't eat their shepherd's pie.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying it's like a classic Irish.
I want to go to O'Brien's and get shepherd's pie.
We'll do that. I'm always down with that. Toad and Hole, that's more of a British thing, I think.
Corned beef and hash.
Corned beef and hash, yeah.
I've never had that. My hair is doing some funky stuff.
JT says, hey, it was smoked honey turkey on Hawaiian bread. Does it replace the bird with a pig? And I'm down with that. Hawaiian bread is a plus. I mean, I could eat turkey if I was on a diet and had to, which I should be on a diet, but I'm not. So I would go with the ham. But other than that, I'm down with all that other stuff.
Billy says they have an absinthe show in Las Vegas over by Caesar's Palace.
Her mom and stepdad saw that. It was like...
Did they?
Yeah, it was like real vulgar, I think.
Did she talk about that?
Mm-hmm. She talked about that, yeah. It was like super vulgar. Yeah.
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash. That's more of a British thing too, but it's like the same, almost the same, not quite the same.
Oh, now I really want to go over to O'Brien's. That's what it's called, right?
O'Brien's, yeah.
Yeah.
I was once in a television commercial for a British pub, and I ate bangers and mash, and I fit with quite a few other people into a little telephone box outside of the. And then I went to class. I was in college, and they gave me free beer, and it was good, proper British beer, so it was strong. And I literally went to class, and I was a little tipsy. And yeah, that was a fun day.
So tomorrow we go to O'Brien's.
O'Brien's.
And have some shepherd's pie.
Wait, Miles O'Brien?
Yes. And then we go to Three Hands Mead and try all the strawberry meads.
Okay. You're gonna have a pint of Guinness?
Yes.
Or you're gonna have well, you got, I don't know if they have Boddingtons, but that's British anyway.
I didn't like Boddingtons, did I?
I think you did.
Did
actually.
I?
Yeah. And it's got a B on it.
What?
It's a cream ale.
What is the B matter? Oh, like a bee.
Like a bee. I don't know if there's
animal.
I don't know if there's honey involved in it. It's a cream ale, but it's a nitro cream ale. I'm a big fan of Boddingtons, but I don't drink a lot of beer anymore.
I don't really drink beer.
It's just too heavy for me. I'd rather have absinthe or bourbon or whiskey, some other kind of whiskey.
I'll drink a Dr. Pepper.
But I won't say no to a good stout. A good proper stout. I won't say no to that.
Les wants to know if you were in the TARDIS.
And no, it wasn't a police box. It was just a regular, like, red British telephone booth. And they were like, hey, if you want to be in our TV commercial, just show up at this pub at this time. And I was like, I want to be in a TV commercial. And they gave me like a full-on plate of like a huge plate of proper bangers and mash.
And did you dial?
I didn't dial anything. There were like 10 of us in a phone booth. I wasn't touching the phone. No. I didn't touch the phone.
Do you know what that's in reference for?
Is that like the phone booth at Universal?
Well,
or something for Harry Potter?
Yes and no.
Is that how you get into like one of the Harry Potter places?
What do you mean? Is that
like isn't there a place where you dial the number and then it changes so you can get into it? Ministry of Magic or something like that? I just started some cred there. What was the number?
62442.
Okay.
Do you know why?
62442. I don't know why. Is that like her birthday or something?
That might be wrong.
I thought it was 8675309.
309.
309. Is that the number? 8675309. 8675309.
Let's see. 62442. Yeah.
62442. Get you into the Ministry of Magic. Captain Billy says, in Pensacola, we have McGuire's Irish Pub. Great food and beer. Dollar bills all over the ceiling. Over $1 million. Wow. Wow.
Do any of you know why you dial 62442? What'd you say?
I said to get into the Ministry of Magic.
Right, but why is it that number?
Oh, why it's that number? Is that like J.K. Rowling's birthday?
No.
Is it Harry Potter's birthday?
No. They have the same birthday, though.
Does it add up to like that number that she likes?
No.
No, I don't know. Here we go. Matt is gonna speak. Is gonna speak in tongue. That's from drinking too much Guinness. Speaking in tongue. Captain Billy says, when I went to Salzburg, Austria. When I went to Salzburg, Austria back in 2000, I went to an Irish pub and had my first Guinness at the age of 18, where it's legal. And look, it probably tasted different too in Salzburg. I know that Guinness in Ireland is supposed to be different than the Guinness in the United States, which I think is dumb.
It's different?
Yeah, I think so. Which I think is dumb. It should be just like it is in Ireland here. Right?
Yeah.
Here's this exotic beer, but
we're going to make it taste different.
We've made it taste good for your American palate. No, I want to taste it like freaking Irish do. Like, it's weird. I don't know. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Probably everybody does that, but why do we do that? Enjoy the diversity of the world, people. But yeah, the drinking age is 18. I think is it 16 in England? Or is it 18 in England? I think it might be. I think it was 16 in some of those areas, but it might be 18 now. I don't know. But they have public transportation in the big cities, so they don't have to worry about drinking and driving and such. If you can defend your country at 18, you should be able to partake in beer, at least. Just my 2 cents. I agree with that, JT. I mean, if you can die for your flipping country, then you ought to be able to have if you're in the United States, a 3.5% beer. At least, or 5% beer or something. Come on.
See that, Matt?
Magic on a phone. Oh, look at that, Captain Billy. Good job, buddy. Now, did you know that or did you Google that? I'll believe you, whatever you say. Driving should be raised to 18.
All right. What was that, Marty? Did you see him?
I saw him do a little twitch. That was him going. Take me home.
I'm going to.
Take me home, lady.
I'm going.
Thanks, Google.
All right. Say goodnight to the Marty Master.
Good night, Monty Master.
He says, kisses. Kisses.
That didn't scare him, and he was like up in my mustache. So
he is like so comfortable. Look at this.
I didn't start driving until I was 18, but I was not like a lot of kids are like 16, they're like chomping at the bit. I didn't want anything to do with driving. Nothing at all to do. But I also did not want a job. And if you have a job, then driving is often important. So I think that's where that age for driving comes in.
I didn't rush to get my license either. I didn't really have any interest in driving. I still don't.
JT says, all right, everyone, I was awake at 1:30. I think that's what you mean. 01:13. Yeah. To get home today at a reasonable time. Have a great night and a weekend. Well, you too, my friend. Get some rest. Captain Billy says, good night, Marty. Who should dress up as Marty McFly for Halloween? Let's get him a little Rebby vest thing. And a DeLorean. He needs a DeLorean.
Oh, Marty.
Stacy says, good night, JT.
Good night, JT. That AC kicked back on.
It did.
Oh, it's cold.
Are you cold?
Yeah.
I'm like surprised at how much I'm enjoying this drink.
You're making a mess.
It's just condensation.
Yeah, but it's water on electronics.
It's 2024. Electronics can stand water.
3D print a DeLorean.
Oh, there you go. For Marty, like a Marty-sized DeLorean. You could do that, right?
Not on my printer.
No? Oh, because
if it's
broken.
Bigger than this, I can't do it.
Currently.
Matt, use a coaster.
I have a coaster that the Roddy's made. Problem is, it's like so much condensation, it's like drippy. But I am using a coaster.
Yeah, he is using a coaster. He just flings his glass around and the water goes everywhere.
I don't tell you. I got my my certificate for saying that I'm a master herpetologist.
Herpetologist?
Herpetologist. It's not like a college degree or anything. I posted that and I'm like, I hope people don't think I got a college degree. It was just like 7 weeks of like 8 hours plus a week of lectures that I had to watch. I say had to. I really enjoyed it. Covering all the amphibians and reptiles alive today, and some that are not alive today. And then I took a big final exam. I had to do a few projects, like nothing big, but it was a lot. It was a lot of information, and I learned a lot. And so I earned this thing that they made up called a master herpetologist. And that's there you go. There you go.
Stacy says, what's the proof of the absinthe?
That I can see it with my eyes and feel it and taste it.
Okay.
No, it depends on what type of absinthe it is. Some of it is really strong, Stacy. The stuff I'm drinking now is not. It's like probably like whiskey, or maybe even a little bit less than your standard, like Irish whiskey or something, or bourbon. Yeah, it's not super strong. There are some like more legit absinthes though that are pretty strong, like a high strength whiskey, or maybe more. I don't know. Yeah. Congrats, man. How is your herpes thing going? I'm spreading the word. No, I learned a lot of cool stuff. I learned a lot of cool stuff, like about these amphibians called Sicilians. Not people from Italy, but they're interesting. And there's venomous frogs. That was news to me. Stuff I learned. I learned a lot, actually. I learned a whole lot. which when you've been talking about and working with reptiles and amphibians for as many years as I have, and then you can learn all these things, it's pretty exciting.
Speaking of reptiles,
Mhm.
we have 2 skinks,
Yes.
which we've talked about.
Yeah.
One of them we've been slightly concerned about, but he shed.
Yeah, our skinks, one of them, the male, was looking a little skinny when we got him. He was looking a little rough around the spinal column and the
He's real
legs.
dull. Like
Yeah.
the female's real bright green.
Mhm. But
he wasn't.
But he's been eating like a champ, and he shed his skin, and he's put on some weight. I would say pounds, but that would be crazy. More like ounces. And his legs have bulked up, and his spine has become less obvious, and he's bright green, and he seems to be thriving. So that's exciting.
Yeah. So that's good. We actually have to think about it when we look at the 2 of them now to figure out which one's which.
Yeah, first it was like skin and bones. That's the boy. Healthy. That's the girl. Now they're both looking pretty healthy, so that's good. Let's see, where are we at here? Captain Billy says, "Ahoy there, Petty Officer Sean. Who could use a nice cold Foster's beer?" Poured in his mouth. That is an insult. Fire. Shots fired, Captain Billy. Shots fired. Stacy says, "G'day." Down on the cruiser say, "G'day." Down on the cruiser say, "As long as it's only the word." Foster's?
No, spreading the herpes.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Both those words come from the same origin, etymologically speaking, the etymology, but very different things. Reptiles and amphibians and the virus of the herpes nature, very different things. Kimber, what's it like being married to a herpes specialist?
Daily.
I mean, well, you spread it, so it's quite contagious.
I mean, I learned about gecko jaws.
Yeah, because I've spread some of the news. Shed. Like venomous frogs. Come on. We all knew there were poisonous frogs, but there are venomous frogs and Sicilians that have babies that eat the mom's skin to nourish them. That's gross and cool, right? And do you even know what a Sicilian is? Because most people don't.
I know that they have a cotillion.
Sicilian cotillions.
That's right.
Cotillions? Cotillions. They were very strange amphibians I knew very little about. And now I know lots about them, and I'm very glad for that.
And it's really sad when not all the
some of them
get invited.
Some of them produce milk. An amphibian that nurses its young. Take that, taxonomy. So, yeah. Anyway, from south of Italy. Yeah, I know that's what it sounds like, right? And I always wondered if I was pronouncing Sicilians correctly, but I was, apparently, because that's the way all the lectures went, is they call them Sicilians. And the song.
You should all look up the song on YouTube.
Sicilian Cotillion?
Cotillion.
Sicilian Cotillion.
And watch the video because it's not the same without it.
It is quite amusing and entertaining and educational at the same time. So that's all good. Sean should share his crabs with you. We don't need any Australian crustaceans over here.
When I first read that, I thought it said carbs.
Our crabs are, we call our crabs langoustine? Langoustine? I know you call your shrimps prawns, but what is that? You know that people in Australia call their shrimps prawns, and we call their prawns shrimps. But shrimp on a Barbie is like an American myth, I think, right, Sean? Is that true?
We just heard that somewhere. Mm-hmm. What were we watching or listening to that said something about
I don't
that.
remember, but apparently that was just like spun off from the Crocodile Dundee craze of the 80s.
Yeah,
Shrimp
but
on
like
a Barbie.
we literally just listened
It was
to
like
that.
it was like things to not say to an Australian.
Yeah.
And it was like, don't say shrimp on the Barbie because they call them prawns for a start. Shrimp on a Barbie doll. This is just getting better as I get further into it.
I'm so happy for you.
It's really good. I'm really liking it. The only problem with the absinthe is that it's all very candy sweet.
Yeah.
So like at some point I'm kind of like, I need to get away from the sweet, but it's very good. Correct. It was a Paul Hogan advert sale. That's what I thought. To sell Australia to the tourist. Yes. Just like the Guinness. Just give them the real stuff, right? Don't give us your Foster's crap. Give us real Australian beer. The stuff Australians drink. Because you know it's got to be better than Foster's. And then young, impressionable people who like Australia won't be duped into thinking that Foster's is cool. Not saying that I'm one of those, but I might have been one of those.
I don't like beer.
Foster's, Australian for beer. However, I wouldn't advise American beer because American beer is gross. Like craft beer, no, but yeah, that's fine. But you know, like I see people drinking Budweiser like it's a fancy foreign beer, and I'm just like, ew, why would you do that to yourself? I don't know. Anything is better than Foster's. He won't even like spell it out there. Yeah, like you guys do the what's the bitter? There's a bitter you guys do, and there's like a four castle. I don't know. I don't know what you guys drink over there,
The
beer
one
wise.
that Dave Burgess always drinks.
Yeah, it's named after one of the
Is
cities.
it Victoria?
Victoria ESB or something like that. There's like a castle named one. Castle something. I don't know. What do you drink, Sean? What's a good beer in Australia? And here's the sad thing: like we have a liquor store here that you can get like beer from around the world. The Australian section is stupidly small.
Les likes Jets.
Les likes Jets.
This wouldn't be right if he didn't say that at least once.
What else you got? Anything else?
No, I'm tired.
Are you?
Yeah. I looked at the clock and I was like, oh, it's early. Why am I so tired? But my sleep has been weird the last 2 nights.
I've slept very well the last 2 nights. I like did not want to get up. And I know tomorrow it's going to be like I'm going to be like awake like 6:30 in the morning because that's just how things work. When I think of Australia, I think beautiful beaches, Great Barrier Reef, and many deadly creatures. I think that's how most Americans see Australia, and I think part of that is correct. Oh yeah, 4X. That's right. Castle 4. The can is 4X. Yes. Yes. I prefer to drink James Boag's, Boag's, or Squire, or some craft beers. I would, when I get to Australia, Sean, I'm going to drink some proper Australian beers. I don't know if you guys make the best beer. As much as I love Australia, I feel like Europe probably does better beer than you guys. But you know what? When in Perth or wherever,
Victoria Bitter. That's the one that I was thinking of, I think.
So there's like
That's the one that.
the ones that we can get that are maybe similar, like London. Was it London Pride ESB? I think might be similar to Victoria bitter. I don't really know that. I just know that they're both bitters. So I don't know. Can you even buy Fosters in the grocery store in Australia? Is that like a thing? Is that like the equivalent of buying like Natty Light in the United States, or what is that? Is that even is it even available in Australia, or is it not even sold there? Inquiring minds want to know. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, Stacy. Yeah, right. Beautiful beaches, check. Great Barrier Reef, check. Many deadly creatures, check with an asterisk. The asterisk being that not that deadly, and the ones that are deadly, they know how to deal with it. So your chances of dying from a venomous snake bite in the United States are pretty much equal to that of dying of a venomous snake bite in Australia, because they know how to deal with that. Wash your mouth out, man. Yeah, okay, you're vomit. Just saying. I just want to know. Can you even buy Foster's in Australia? Do some people drink it? Are there people in Australia that drink Foster's, or is it not even available? I have to know.
Good question.
I mean, we sell beer that's pretty disgusting here, and people drink it because it's cheap and it's just what they were raised on, I guess. Or maybe they just have different tastes than me. I don't know. I don't think that's true, but maybe. That kind of beer is the kind of beer you drink when you're like 18 and the drinking age is 21, and that's the only beer you can get. And so you just drink it because it's just what you can afford and what you can get. And you don't really care about the taste. You're not drinking it for flavor. You never drank beer though. Did you drink beer like when at some point in your life?
No, I mean I've always tried it, and every time my response is it tastes like beer.
Right, but like when most people start drinking beer, that's probably how they feel about it.
The only time I ever drank beer was so at one point in time I went out to an area called Broad Ripple. It's like a street of bars in Indianapolis. And the only time I drank beer was on Thursday nights when we went to the Wild Beaver. And Thursday nights was 10-cent Beaver Brew. So I drank it because people would buy tons of them and just pass them out to people because they were 10
cents. Yeah.
It was disgusting, but people were like, here, take this. And I'm like, okay, I'll drink this disgusting thing. Other than that, no interest in beer.
No. I mean, when I drank beer, it was just the first reason I drank beer was because it was like for the effects, not for the flavor. Bitter beer face, Stacy says. Okay, down under. Sean says, Matt, okay, breathe, Sean. Foster's immigrated to the U.S. So I mean, it did start. You have to admit it started in Australia. Whether it was a bastard child of somebody over there, it's where it started, right? The Wild Beaver Strip Club, Stacey says. What it sounds like to me.
I think that's what it was called. Maybe I'm wrong.
The Wild Beaver sounds like a sketchy place to me.
Apparently it's closed. It doesn't exist anymore. No,
Imagine that.
No.
Did Buc-ee's come up when you searched for the Wild Beaver?
No.
No, I saw Buc-ee's.
It's a beaver, the Wild Beaver.
So is Buc-ee.
No.
Buc-ee's a beaver? Buc-ee is a beaver.
But that's not.
Yeah, that doesn't look sketchy at all.
Well, it's one of the bars that I went to often, specifically on Thursday nights.
when I lived in Houston for that brief month, there was a like kind of alternative new wave club I went to, and every I don't know what night it was, they had like nickel beers, but it was like Bud Light or Bush Light or some horrible, disgusting thing that gave you a instant hangover. But it was like nickel, so
That's what I think
you
somebody
dealt with the
said.
pain.
I think somebody told me that it was Bush Light is what
Oh,
this was.
that's probably what it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Spent many a night at that bar. Not a strip club. It's just a bar.
Although after enough of those beers, it might have become a strip club.
No. Not that one. There was
Not
a
that one.
man, I can't think of what any of those bars were named now. There was one called Brothers. I didn't like Brothers.
No.
No. We also went to what was it called? It's called Shark something.
In Indiana?
Mhm.
It was called Shark something.
Yeah. And then there was the Vogue. Yeah. We went to the Vogue a lot. On Wednesdays it was what's it called? Neon night. So I had a neon outfit that I wore on Wednesday night.
Okay.
That was fun. Yeah. That was wild.
You were wild.
I can't think of what any of those places are called. Probably all closed now.
Or changed ownership and name.
Well, the Wild Beaver says permanently closed, so.
As you would expect. Sean says there is a craft brewery here called Two Brothers. Their beer is awesome. Well, that's interesting, Sean, because we have a craft brewery here in the Tampa St. Pete area called Three Sisters. And their beer is pretty cool too. I think it's Three Sisters. Is it Three Sisters? No, I'm questioning if I'm thinking of the spring. I feel like it's something Sisters. Maybe it's no, Three Birds is a anyway. Okay. I mean,
Kilroy's.
Craft beer is pretty good. Usually, well, I mean, craft beer is a lot of different beers. So, but there can be good beers found in craft beer.
There was a place called Kilroy's. Kilroy's had delicious pepperoni stuffed breadsticks.
It's not a beer.
Land Sharks. That's what the shark place was called.
Okay. Well, that's also a beer.
I know.
Brand. Okay.
Brothers is still there.
We have a wine up here called Seven Sisters. All right.
Rock Lobster. That was the other one that I went
like
to a
the
lot.
B-52s?
It's called Rock Lobster.
Like the B-52s band? Yeah. Rock Lobster.
Land Sharks, I think, is the one that I went to where I had the cranberry vodkas. Yeah. Won't go there again.
The Secret Past Life of Kimbra. Says Les.
Yeah, there's
there are stories there, I think.
Looks like a lot of these places aren't open anymore. Or there's new places.
After you stop patronizing them, they went out of business. Sean says, maybe our two brothers should meet up with your three sisters, and perhaps we might have a great joint beer. I think is it Three Sisters Brewing? There's something.
I think Three Sisters.
It sounds right.
Let's see.
Doesn't it?
Now
St. Pete?
I'm just going to spin this all on Google. Three Sisters.
I know there's a Springs, but I feel like I'm confusing it with the Springs. But there's something Sisters.
Three Daughters.
Three Daughters. It's Three Daughters. It's not sisters. But if they're three daughters from the same father.
Well, it can't be from the same mother?
Or mother.
Oh, why that would be from the
Well, I'm just saying that makes them three sisters. Either way, fathers or daughters, fathers or mothers, it makes them sisters.
But they could just be three daughters. Like, I'm a daughter.
Every female is a daughter.
I know.
That's dumb. It's just like three birds.
Okay.
3 girls. Huh? But if they're sisters, then that gives me more information about them. They're related.
Or maybe they're just daughters. Maybe it's just 3 women, and instead of calling it 3 women, they call it 3 daughters. Because 3 women sounds stupid.
If you said 3 sons, then I would assume they're from the same parental unit or units. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Do you want me to look up the origin?
No.
Okay. Good.
No, I
I
don't.
didn't want to. I miss Marty.
He's sleeping.
I know he is.
He's sound asleep. That lizard is
totally.
so sound asleep. He is probably dreaming of strawberry cricket shakes right now.
He's never had a strawberry cricket shake.
Yeah, but he would love to have one.
Kimbra, have you become woke now? Daughters, women.
Kimbra's very woke.
Oh.
What else you got?
I don't know. I'm boring.
You're boring.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've got a lot of D&D in my head. That's what I've been doing.
Nice
like-
background, by the way.
Oh, thanks. One of these days we'll have more light on it so you can actually see it. Or maybe not.
I mean, it's kind of good the way it is, except for the
The signs at the
glare.
top.
Except for this little glare right here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with the background. Like, because you want us to be the focus, right? Like,
Yeah, but
you don't want to just watch it back. Well, Sean might want to just watch the background, but most people don't want to just watch the background.
Oh, but I think those 2 signs at the top are just super dark. I just wish that there was
These?
something
These two? Or like
that over my head. There, that one.
that one?
Uh-huh.
And that one.
That's the one. Yep.
Okay.
I just wish those
We
were
need
a little
some
brighter.
we need some overhead
Yeah.
lights or something shining.
Other than that, I'm fine with it. I
Yeah.
mean, our heads block most of it anyway.
It's true.
So,
Blockheads.
yeah. Anything new at the aquarium?
Not yet. But there is stuff in the works. We're getting very Pacific oriented. So we've
At
got
the Florida aquarium.
at the Florida Aquarium of the Pacific. We're getting puffins. I think is the next move.
Yeah.
Puffins. And then we're getting new penguin habitat. We're getting sea lions. It's all public knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm. It's on the website.
Yeah. So there's some expansion happening at the Florida Aquarium.
Yep.
And we're going to be more like the Aquarium of the Pacific, Florida. But whatever, it'll be cool. People will like it. People will like it. It's just missing Aussie content. Just saying. Look, Sean. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. You probably can't because it's behind Kimbra. But some really cool folks got us this, which is legit from Australia. Okay.
How about that one up there?
For a start, we've also got this.
That's Elvis.
And this, which came from the Australian Reptile Park. Yeah, Elvis. There we go. That's Elvis. Look at that. Elvis. What does it say? Here we go. Elvis. There we go. So we've got Aussie is very well represented here, is all I'm saying. We've got Belize. This is from that island we were talking about. That little bitty tiny island.
There's a smaller one of those too, right? Somewhere? Is it not over there?
We might.
Oh, it's right here.
We've got Curacao represented over there.
Yep, Curacao.
And really that's about it. I mean, we've got like Australia, Curacao. I mean, we've got Bonaire, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, and Australia. So look, Australia, and we got the crocodile hunter scuba diving right here. So, and we've got Cayman Islands with that blue iguana in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Puerto Rico with the
Puerto
coquille.
Rico, we got the coquille here. Yeah. What other islands or
I mean, this
countries
is
or
from
things?
Cozumel,
It's from.
but it doesn't.
Is it from Cozumel? No,
Amber Cove.
it's from Amber Cove. Yeah, but Dominican Republic, sort of. I mean, that's where it was made.
Got coquille here.
Yeah.
Where's his button?
Yeah. So I mean, I think I think those guys fairly represented there, Sean. Just saying.
Hey there, Todd.
Oh, well, wait, Stacy's saying, are penguins friendly with the staff, handlers, caretakers? Yes, they are very friendly with the staff. In fact, they will I think some of them sort of imprint to certain biologists, but they're pretty friendly birds. They are pretty friendly birds.
They're just noisy.
Generally speaking, they are noisy and they poop a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. And then we got the Blounts finally home.
But that means we're off the cruise.
Yeah, I was
How
gonna say,
was it?
is it good that you're finally home? Like we just saw you last weekend and now you're already home? What?
The cruise wasn't nearly long enough.
No, it was not long enough. 4 nights, 4 days, 4 nights, 4 days. I don't know. One of those two. Would I know some of those people that gave the Aussie stuff? And by the way, the best way to collect Aussie stuff is to come here. Just saying. Yes, and I agree.
In the works.
It's sort of in the works. We're working on getting it in the works. Yeah. How was the cruise, by the way, Mr. Blount? Was it everything you hoped it would be?
The newbie enjoy it?
How was the noob, the cruise virgin? How did she feel about the cruise? She like it? And how was Coco Cay? And how was the new Nassau port? When it's not enough, we did see some manatees at Hideaway Beach.
Oh, cool.
Where's Hideaway Beach?
A baby and a mom.
Oh, is that at Coco Cay? Or is Nassau? Or is that in Nassau? Are there manatees in Nassau in the Bahamas? Maybe there are.
He's trying to get an image. Probably going to send it. Cool.
Huh. Where is Hideaway Beach? Because I don't think of manatees in the Bahamas. Unless you saw them in Canaveral. I'm not saying they're not there. I'm just saying it's not a place I would expect to see them. Out of here, setting up for our live. Have an awesome night. All Sean, you and Alana have an awesome night as well. Everybody, we will send them your way at 10 o'clock.
The new adult area at Coco Cay is Hideaway Beach.
Interesting. Okay. I guess they would be down there. I just think I know they're in like Cozumel, Belize. Interesting. That's cool, man. That's really cool. Stacy says, we enjoyed Nassau. The new port is really nice. That is good to know because Nassau takes a lot of heat. I personally like Nassau, but I get why people like dog on it a little bit, but I like it. I think there's a lot to do in Nassau. It's got to know where to find it, and it's got to be something you're into, but I'm happy that the new port is getting good review from our friends Stacy and Gina because they did need an upgrade.
Todd says the new port was nice.
Good. Oh,
He
cool.
said that is what the guards told us, but the bay was stirred up. I did see them come up for air.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I would believe them. Yeah, I believe them. If they said manatees, I wouldn't question that. But that's cool, man.
And my daughter's partner was sold on cruising.
Good deal.
Cool.
Excellent. Excellent. We would love to cruise with you guys. We really enjoyed hanging out with you and the fam. We really like you and Patty, and we like your family too. From the little experience we had with them, it was very positive. So
now I'm craving pizza.
Oh yeah, I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
I am. I am hungry.
Too late.
Yeah. We don't have any snack.
Popcorn.
Yeah. just not the same as like something else. Pizza.
Pizza's not a snack. Pizza is a meal.
Yeah, but so here's the thing. I say pizza, but really what I mean by pizza is a side item.
Pizza?
No,
like pizza rolls?
No, when I order pizza, I order cheesy bread or wings or something that's not really the pizza.
Okay.
Unless I go to ABC.
Okay.
And then I like their pizza.
Okay.
I mean, what do I order when we order pizza?
No, I'm not arguing with you. Not at all. No. My kid said that was cool meeting you guys. Oh, you are what they call micro celebrities. Emphasis on the micro.
Yeah.
Yeah, the term used for YouTubers. Yeah, I mean we don't really put ourselves out there so much these days. Yeah, yeah. our fan base of 10. Yeah, we don't really consider ourselves.
We're just people.
We consider us this like just to hang out with our friends these days.
We just do it publicly.
We kind of stopped. Maybe we'll get back into posting videos, but I'm not going to say that because that would mean
every time we say we're going to do something, then we don't, and everybody's like, "You said you were going to do this."
But we enjoy hanging out with everybody on Fridays.
Larry,
but we're just one of you.
Larry finished his bruschetta.
Ooh, it was yummy with cheese.
I love cheese.
I like some bruschetta. Come down here and make me some bruschetta, Larry. Come on now. I'll show you alligators if you make me bruschetta. Deal?
But I don't really want bruschetta. So
you have Larry. Larry's such a nice guy.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Larry is such a nice guy.
I was scrolling through Larry's Facebook and I was like, man, I want to hang out with Larry.
It was really fun hanging out with Larry. Like a lot of people on here, Larry's just one of those people, like you meet him and like instantly you're just like, you just feel at home. Life gets in the way. You have enough hobbies. Yeah, my kids say I should vlog and I have too many hobbies. Yeah, we have too many hobbies as well. Not life. Life, not life. Life gets in the way, yes. But you know what, Todd? Having a lot of hobbies is not a bad thing. So sometimes you hear people that retire and they're like, I don't know what to do with my time. And I'm just like, what? I have like 15 hobbies I can't even get to.
We have an entire closet of hobbies.
Yeah, there's so many things that I don't have time to do. Like there's so much stuff I would do if I had unlimited time. I just don't have time. And some of it's laziness. Some of it's like, yeah, I could do that. Or I could sit here and watch another episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But also like, there's a lot. Like I will not be, if I ever have the privilege of retiring, I will not be bored or wanting for something to do. I will have plenty to do.
I'm excited to play D&D.
Are you?
Yeah.
Good.
I've got 2 D&D duet campaigns to prepare for you.
Okay. Are these the like sexy ones I see? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. You've seen those, all right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've looked into them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Stacy says, yep, we need to figure out how to invent more time.
Right? Yes.
Really, I'd like just like more money so that I don't have to work all the time.
Right?
I'd be okay with like working part-time and then using the rest of my time to do whatever I want.
Yeah. And I mean, my job is kind of like one of my hobbies, but not really. I mean, I would like if I no longer worked at the aquarium, I would still have to teach somehow. But there's a lot of other things I would like to do
I just
too.
feel like I wouldn't socialize enough if I didn't go to work.
But we'd be part of things that would have
Would
social.
we?
Yeah,
Because we're not now.
but we would if we had time to do those things. Like for example, okay, so the mead place we're going to,
Yeah.
they're doing some kind of thing with the East Hillsborough
The art
County
thing.
Art Guild. So I looked that up today, and they have classes in watercolor and acrylics, and I think oils.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to do that.
But I would. But they're only available like Tuesdays and something, like weekdays during the day. I'm like, well, I can't do that. But if I could, I would. I would totally do that. Air Force Less has so much to do, so little time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had in this world. It's gotta want it.
You can just live on a cruise ship.
I could do that.
I know, I could too.
I could do that because yeah, I mean that would limit some of my other hobbies for sure.
Yeah.
But it
don't
would
think
open up other ones.
I
So.
don't think they'd let me bring my 3D printer on.
Or a menagerie of reptiles.
Also that.
But we'd be able to go to all these different places and like see nature in person, which would be it would be a compromise I would be willing to make. I would say.
Yeah.
Like I could go to like say Cozumel once a week for many years and not get sick of it. Like I could even go to Chonkanab or someplace like that week after week after week. I don't think I would get sick of it. Larry says we are on long-term disability, pretty much retirement. If you don't have activities, it can become very depressing at times. We both want extra income, but are finding it tough to find something. Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot out there. And now the internet opens up so much opportunity. You just got to find where your passion is and go for it.
Because we can only do certain activities, that makes it tough.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your situation can limit what you can do, but I don't know. There's a lot I like to do.
Well, Larry, let me tell you this. I'm prepping this D&D thing to try with a very small group of people.
Is Larry interested in D&D?
Yeah.
Oh,
said
is he?
that
Oh,
he's
okay.
interested. And if it works out, I'm going to do something more and potentially bigger, not necessarily bigger group of people, but bigger long term, depending on.
Well, you're limited. Interest. You're limited in how many people you want in a D&D game, because it gets, if you have too many people, then it gets boring for people that are waiting for their turn to do something, and it gets tough to like interact and stuff, because you know some people are going to talk more like me, and other people are going to be more reserved. So you got to have that right balance.
Right.
But if we have interest, then we could definitely expand upon that.
Right. So if this is something that works out, because this is my first time running a game, I have no idea if I'm good at it, if I'll be interested in it, or if I even, maybe I just like being a player and I'll make Matt do something. But if this virtual thing works, we'll look into doing something more, and then we would love to have you join.
Or what would be kind of cool? I was thinking about this. Like if this did become a thing where we got people that were not really accustomed to playing D&D to try and kind of get into it. Like even if I was like there as sort of an NPC player, like
a sidekick.
Like a sidekick, but like that could help.
They don't really know what that means.
But I could help guide the players. I could still be a part of the game, but not like have to be my own character, and I could just sort of be like an assistant. I think that could work.
Another option could be to have a bunch of kind of like one-off games and have kind of different people rotate through so that it's not like a long campaign.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to go.
And then
too.
it doesn't matter who's part of it. It
Right.
doesn't
You
have
could
to be
drop in and out.
Yeah.
Your character could drop in and out.
And it doesn't matter if they followed along because it's just completely random.
You play for a night or two,
Right.
and then you're done until you want to come back and hey, I got, hey, we play every whatever day, and then you're like, hey, I'm available that day. Okay,
Right.
cool. We'll pencil you in.
Yep.
Kind of a thing.
I think it'd be cool to do something
Larry
like
says,
that.
pardon me, game, pun intended.
Cool.
That's why we love you, Larry. And when Les says, when you get opportunities to do things, do them. Time passes quickly.
Yeah.
I take your point, my friend. I take your point. And Stacy does as well. Yes. You got to grab life by life things and embrace it and live it. Live your life.
Larry says he played Magic the Gathering many years ago.
Very different, Larry.
Yep.
Magic the Gathering is very much a strategy kind of thing. Dungeons and Dragons is more of a storytelling with friends. It's not competitive. It's cooperative. It's as creative and imaginative as you want to be. There is strategy involved, but it's cooperative with your friends. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Hey there, Brian.
Hello, Brian. Hello, Brian.
What was that show called?
Oh, I don't know.
What was it on? HBO?
It was on HBO. Brian.
How would I possibly find it?
Brian the Wizard? No, Brian wasn't the wizard. Brian.
Yeah, Brian. No, Brian was the guy.
Brian was the guy.
The wizard was something.
Anyway, the show on HBO we liked a lot, and it didn't go very long. It was a British show originally, of course, because you know who we are. But not Life of Brian, Sean. No, that was a good movie, but no, this is different. This is a show about a guy who's like a drone office worker. He gets transported to this like medieval sort of weird fantasy world, and he has friends that are like a friend that's like a failed wizard and like a barbarian kind of thing. And his name is Brian. Like, Zapped. Yes.
It's an amazing show.
Not to be confused with the 80s movie Zapped. That's very different. Larry says, yes, I looked into it many years ago. They also have a game stores here in our small town. Oh, cool. I believe they have D&D nights. Probably do.
That's what happened. That's what comes up when I look up Zapped.
Oh, my.
What is that?
That's quite the menagerie.
So I am not going to show this, but if any of you have HBO Max, the app, search for Zapped. You won't find it, which is sad because it's a great show. Just see the list. It's interesting. That's all. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Sean is going live in just about 8 or 9 minutes. So head over to the Down Under Cruises. And Brian says, congratulations on the certification. Thank you very much, Brian. It was a pleasure to do those courses. It was a lot of lecture, but I learned a lot of stuff, which is very cool. I like to learn things. 7 minutes, Sean, Larry says. I've got 8 minutes on my clock, but you're in another part of the world, as they say. Yes, congrats, Matt. Thank you. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Brian. Yeah. I mean, it's just a certification. I posted that and I thought, I hope people don't think I got a new college degree because it wasn't that intense. But it was 7 weeks of 8 hours a week of lecture on various species and groups of reptiles and amphibians. And I learned a lot. And I've been working with, teaching, learning about reptiles and amphibians for decades. I still learned a lot. So that was really cool. Very cool. I have 6, Larry says. I don't know what he has 6 on.
Minutes.
Oh, 6 minutes. Gotcha. My clock says 9:53, which means 7.
Mhm.
That's 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. ASL. American Sign Language. That's live long and prosper.
Correct. That's what Les just said.
That's Vulcan.
Right. But Les
Or
said good.
Nanu if you're more from
He
work.
said, "Good night. All have a safe weekend. Live long and prosper." So I'm.
Oh, thanks, Les.
Yes.
That's like a very kind thing to say.
Yes.
Live long and
Good
prosper
night,
as
Les.
well. I bet it was tougher than our cruise line training. It was tough. The final exam was surprisingly challenging. It was not easy, but I did well on it. But it was a lot. Nanu, yes. Nanu.
Brian says, "Any dives coming up for you guys?"
Unfortunately, dives is something we haven't done in quite. We are out
It's
of.
been actually probably about a year.
Yeah, we are out of practice with dives. We need to get some dives under our belts. So that is something we need to work on.
Yeah. Again, that goes back to not enough time to do things.
Right, and money when it comes to diving.
Also money.
It's also money because we work in an aquarium and we don't make very much of it. And our tires
At
cost
an
lots
aquarium,
of money.
not in an aquarium.
Well, maybe both, but yeah.
It is late. We should probably.
Yep. So 5-minute warning. You're live next. You live next to an ocean, yes, but not a good one for diving in unless you drive several hours away, which we can do from time to time. But thank you guys for hanging out. The Down Under Cruisers will be going live in about 5 minutes. So go over there if you are still up and at them and check out our friend Sean and Alana. They're good people. And if not, then we will maybe see you next weekend. Will we see them next weekend? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And have a great weekend and a safe week. And we love you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper. Nanu.